What's up, gang? It's Brian here. It's Brian's Lawn Maintenance. It is a beautiful Monday afternoon. Hey, actually on location at my HOA doing all the sprinklers today. Actually finishing up a zone here that we couldn't find yesterday. So we spent about 4 hours here starting up all the systems, which is crazy. Trying to think out loud really quick, but we are going to show you guys how to start some sprinkler systems up really quick. We already turned all the valves on and all that fun stuff, so I'm going to show you how to use the controllers here in just a second. But right now I'm finishing up a zone that we weren't able to find until this morning, and we finally fired up all the sprinklers. Of course, property this size, there is a lot of busted heads from the company from last year. I think so far we counted 30 heads that we need to overhaul and repair. So that's a nice little upsell that wasn't part of the contract, but they got to get it done to have the sprinklers work properly. Anyway, let me walk around the property a little bit with you guys. I'm going to fire up another zone here, show you the sprinklers coming up, and then I'll also show you guys how to adjust at least some of the controls that I'm used to. Alright guys, we'll catch up with you here in a minute. Alright guys, so this is one of the property's 4 pathways that we take care of. You guys have probably seen these pathways before. I edged them all last year. It's really stunk, took a lot of time, a lot of effort, but we just did it again. Now we're more on a maintenance program, so we do it twice a year. So you guys might be able to see this is the back commons. This is one of 4 that we do. This is about 1/3 of the size of the 2 ponds. So this property has 4 like this. All of this we mow, dude. It's crazy. We do it on a Monday after my trailer park lawns. So right now, as you guys can see, the sprinklers are going. Now I'm just checking them out to make sure that they're rotating properly, that these ones are all like 360 degrees to get the field, obviously, but just making sure that all of them are spinning correctly. Sprinklers are looking pretty good. Curious when you guys normally fire up all your guys' sprinklers, especially you guys down south. You guys probably already have yours turned on for a month. Up here in Michigan, we normally do it around mid-May, something like that. I don't really do too much of it, but it is a nice little upsell. It is a nice little upsell when you know, you're trying to do something on Saturdays and Sundays. You want some extra income. You know, you could start up 5, 6, 7 systems, no problem, especially residential ones. But up here, we normally charge about 35 bucks a head to repair it. If you're doing a little bit more commercial, a little bit larger scale, you might be able to give them a volume discount. You know, maybe 28, 30 bucks a head. But to be honest with you, it sucks doing sprinklers, man. I hate doing sprinklers. I don't know if any of you guys do them professionally. If you do, God bless you guys, because I can't stand, you know, fixing the lines and digging holes in the dirt and getting all muddy and gross. I just, you know, everybody's got their preferences. Me personally, I just hate doing sprinklers. So, but once all the cleanups are done, the aerations are done, the hedge trimming is, you know, done, because you can't really do that midsummer. Got to get it before everything blooms. Then, you know, we can do some sprinklers, some upsells, and some stuff like that. So anything to keep the pocketbook looking fat, you know, through summer. But every month there's extra stuff that you can do. So, all right, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is the repairs that we're doing. Sprinkler heads like this. Some of them just funnel out water and they just leak all over the place. Other ones, they don't even turn. The internals are messed up, or it's been ran over with a lawnmower. Obviously you got some that are like a geyser. Kind of to get too close when it's the camera wet. But these are the kind of heads we're going to be replacing. So far we got 3 more on this property. But the company that's been doing it the last few years, they've literally just neglected this place. All the fertilizing, all the trimming of the paths, the mowing was horrible. That's why we have the account now. Alright guys, so here is the master controller for the Boulevard. It's Rainbird. It's pretty straightforward. So if you've never done this, I'm still learning too. I'm not the authority by any means, but you guys can already see you have the off, you have the auto, current date, current time, watering start times. So as an example, right now it's on auto. We just set this yesterday. It took us, I don't know, about an hour for this zone. So when you want to set your sprinklers, all you have to do is check the current date. So you guys can't see that, but it does say May 14th, 2017. Current time, 5:25 p.m. I know it's going to be hard to read with the sun beating over here. Water starting times, it says 5 a.m. Pretty simple. Alright, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go through your custom cycle. Right here we have preset A. You can see right here program A. So there's A, B, and C. You're able to have 3 different start times twice a day. So Monday, right now we have Monday is off. We have Tuesday. Tuesday is on. Wednesday is off. Thursday's on. Friday off. Saturday is off. And then we're going to be turning them on Sunday. Now, next one is the times. So you can see valve 1 we have going for 10 minutes. We're going to change it to number 2. That's zone 2. As you guys see, we have 10 minutes. They're all set to 10 minutes. So we have, I think, 7. Well, this is like, this right here we have 7 zones. That's what I thought. 7 zones on this one, although it has access to 13, which is crazy. Alright. This is the test. When you test this one, this unit has a 2-minute tester, so that way you can actually go around and see what's going on. By the way, to adjust those times, you just use the arrows. It's really simple. Test all valves. So this is if you wanted to do that, you'd hit manual start. It would run through zone 1, 2 minutes. That way you can test all your sprinkler heads. Again, that's if you want to find any of the broken ones, or just test the system, obviously. Let's see, seasonal adjustment. If you guys aren't familiar with that, right now we're at 100%. So instead of changing the time for each zone, which is tedious, right? The 7 different zones that we have access to, you can just do the seasonal adjustment once it gets a little bit warmer out. Let's say you wanted to go from 100% to 150%. That would give you 1.5 times the watering. So instead of it being 10 minutes on zone 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, now it's 15 minutes. So definitely beneficial. Summer months you can turn it to 140%, 150%, and even you can turn it down. You know, if we're getting a lot of rain for some reason, you can turn it down and it'll adjust all your times down. Pretty sweet feature. So that's turning the system off. That's putting it on auto. So let's do a test. Let's test all valves. Hit start. So we're going to start for 2 minutes. Zone 1 should kick on. Alright, so I don't know if you guys can see this right now, but it turned on the zone all the way over there, and there's someone walking the path. That was unexpected. I hit the button, I had to cut the camera off because I couldn't tell where it was at. Behind all these houses over here, there's a massive pond, and so that's the zones are backwards. They start all the way from the far back. All right. Anyway, let's wrap this up. Just so you guys are, you know, trying these out, you guys can mess around with them. It's really simple. Set the date, set the time, set the watering level. After that, you want to set whether or not you want the water to cycle on these days, Monday through Sunday. You can do it every day. You can do it every other day. For this HOA, I'm doing it every other day. You can set your valve times, how long you want them open for. You can set your percentages again if you want it to a seasonal adjustment for 150%. Pretty straightforward. So this one has 7 zones. There's another box that controls the other side of the boulevard over here. Alright guys, that's it with the sprinklers. Curious when you guys start your sprinklers up. Do you guys wait till about mid-May, something like that? That's how we do it up here in Michigan. Pretty straightforward on the control box. If you have any questions, shoot them down below. I can always answer them, or maybe someone more familiar with sprinklers. But if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, shoot it a big like. If you guys have any questions on sprinklers, let me know. Again, I'm just getting started with them. Only been doing them for a year and a half. Had to get out of the comfort zone big time with the HOA to learn this. But actually, it was a lot easier than I thought. So, alright guys, we'll catch up with you here soon. Thanks for watching.